we're starting on Master 1 LP and we're going to Challenger. How long is it gonna take? 7 days if I sweat it out. But I'll just show you guys like how to get out of the elo hell. Who's stuck in Master Elo and what LP? I'll run it down. I mean run down what you actually have to do to get out of the elo, right? But I would have to mute the chat of course, so in order for me to focus. But looking at this game, right, I am definitely gonna look to path bot side. But the thing in Master Elo is that, especially around 100 to 200 LPs, that people are inting a lot, right? So how do you punish inters? The thing is that if you want to punish inters, you need to be ready and available to punish them. So how do you do that? And I'll explain that in a game. So you should already think about which lanes have the push. So if you look at enemy bot lane, they have the push. So what does this mean? This means that they're vulnerable to ganks. It also means that I can easily kill them, especially if they play aggressive. So as a jungler, it's your job to identify which laners are pushing and which lanes can you probably kill. And their bot lane is one of them. So I might do 3 camps top side into bot side. And the one thing that I'll do is I'll make sure that I pay attention to whether they put down the ward or not. That's the really important thing. And Cards for sure is going top to bot, so especially against Cards, I have to be slightly mindful. Okay, nice, they got a kill. Okay, when your laners get a kill, you should try to make sure that they're safe and don't die to like random ganks. And the thing as well is that you see how my Pyke is missing all the way to mid lane, but I'm playing against Cartus and me going mid lane here, and if you play safe, I will lose a lot. So don't always listen to pings as well, and that's as well an important thing to recognize in Master Elo, which is that you should do whatever you think you can do, but don't follow people call. If you think you don't get anything. It's an option and it's never like a must. It's just a suggestion. So as there's nothing going on, I'll just full clear here. And I'll save my smite in case enemy jungler is gonna invade me. I was gonna play careful, because Cards did a full clear. So as you can see, I'm trying to be really efficient with my time. This guy's literally running it down, so... Okay, I killed this guy. Cards now is going topside. So the key thing, if you're like a 120 LP master and even beyond, you need to recognize a little bit of tempo at least. So when you made a play like that in bot lane, you have to identify, okay, Cartus probably has huge tempo in the top side. So what does it mean? He can probably invade my raptors if he wants to. So what I do instead of basing, I'm gonna sprint here. And now, as you can see, I'm not pinging on the way. I'm gonna hide a bit, play patient. Now I can go. Now he's dead. So I knew he was topside and he could invade me. So the crucial thing here is that I'm gonna look to clear that one, see if there's any wards. There's no wards that is being spotted. So... So mid lane is a fiesta a bit. So I'm gonna hover here. So I'm gonna ping him, hook the bot side. Why am I pinging hook the bot side? Hold your abilities, you see? Like make sure that you hold your abilities, see how he moves before you use it. So now we base. Okay, so now the crucial part is that you have to think what you want to play for. Groups is up in 40 seconds, and because I know groups in 40 seconds, I'm gonna take some of my bot side camps, base, and then I'm gonna rush for the groups. Always try to take your opposite side of your jungle. So if you play top side, try to take your bot side. If you play bot side, try to take your top side. Why do you do this? So you don't get counter jungled. So even with 2.4k gold, I know the laners are fine, and I don't really have to be there, which is why I'm not really ganking. If they were not fine, and let's say laners were going to be extremely volatile, I probably would have based. But I know for a fact that my laners should be okay right now. And now I'm going to press B. So now we have one job, which is look at the waves, recognize what the enemy jungler can do. So looking at the waves right now, he's probably pathing to bot side. Okay, so knowing that information, I am... Actually, I should take my golems for level 6, so I can inform. So now, because I know he's going bot side, I'm just pinging. Oh yeah, there he is. So as you can notice, jungle tracking is very important. And right now, because I'm gonna do the groups, this is the habit you should try to create, which is that as you do groups, try to ping people to be careful, because you don't want your laners to be fighting, right? And look, I want to invade the enemy cards here. So what do? I ping my laners. So now I take his camps. So I have a general rule, which is that try to take enemy camps first before taking his before taking the big objective. Why? Because you can always take you can always take the herald, but you can't always take the enemy camps. Okay, that was kind of bad me dying there though, but all good, all good. Got a little bit debated. Anyway, that's okay. Right now, I want to play for the Grubbies. So knowing that I want to play for Grubbies and knowing that I'm really strong, think from this perspective, right? Karthus, do you think if he goes topside, he's going to win against me? Probably not, right? So what's he going to try to do? He should try to trade, right? So here's the thing, my laners are kind of far away. I do want to take or fight the Grubbies. So what he's doing here, for example, is kind of troll. I'm moving to the left here. Why am I moving to the left? I'm making sure that I could have escape path. So now I'm gonna look to base. Why do I base? I have a lot of gold. I want to play for Drake. All my bossy camps is up. So I just want to take my camps and be available. So I don't have to heal till full HP. And as of right now, I want to take my camps. So Karthus, if he's really cheesy, he can look for a gank while I'm farming. So what is your job? You should apply the what and when concept. You have to think what you play for and when. Okay, there's a good cap 2v2. So I'll play for bot when, well, after my full clear. So till then, my laner should kind of chill. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna wait here. If he puts a ward down, I can go. So here he doesn't see me. I expect cards to be around here. Oh, it's not. Oh, so now I'm gonna take the Drake here. I'm gonna clear the vision wards here, of course, as well. And I'm gonna ping on the way on Drake. Key thing right here, right? You have to now think, okay, once again, what is this Weasel gonna be doing? As I'm taking the Drake, he's going top lane. He's trying to look for a cross map play. Okay, he died. So right now, you have to press tab, think once again what you want to play for. It's for sure mid and bot. So their bot lane has no wards. Knowing they have no wards, this is something you capitalize. You should think what they see, right? What's their vision? Their vision is like no wards here. So Talia or Jinx is very likely gonna face check here and put a ward down. Or he's gonna go aggressive here. And he's dead. Try to think from their perspective. And because I'm playing Bel'Veth, I can actually push with these minions. I can probably take a lot of platings here. Even like full tower probably, honestly. Because I want to take the tower and look for a swap if possible. Usually I wouldn't do this, but I don't have like that many camps and I'm playing Bel'Veth, so... I mean, they're 2 mid, so if they're showing 2 mid, you can even continue. You want to force them to react to bot lane. Once they respond to you, then you can look to base. So now, for example, we don't have to stay. We can just base here. So for example, whatever he's doing here is not that insane. Like, press B. Like, this is actually a master mistake as well, which is that there, maybe, master players would have stayed around and like, be like, oh, maybe I should fight there. But the thing is that those fights are not good because ideally you want to base after you spend all of the gold and then you get a kill, then you can take an objective. But if I take a kill there, I would have to base anyway. That is not that nice. So ideally you want to take a kill, an objective, then base. So even though I want to play topside, this guy is not allowed to play that aggressive in my books. So I will gank him here. So of course now I have to ping my team to be careful on the top side, but they should be fine. So now I'm gonna run to the top side. I'm gonna make sure I play for the Grubbies. So yep, I'm gonna play for the Grubbies. I'll be explaining other concepts as I get higher elo, but for now I'll just focus on this one, around 100-200 LP range. Okay, so now I'm gonna look for the grubbies, and after I take the grubbies, I'm thinking, okay, you see Card's death timer? It's 5 seconds. So what does this mean? This means that after I take the grubs, I still haven't finished everything right, which means like he's gonna be up tempo. So what does this mean? He can make one play and I can't respond to it. Like around this elo in master, you just have to master this one properly. So now I'm just gonna ping my pike to move, which should collapse from both sides. Okay, Drake in 1 minute. Because Drake is 1 minute, I want to base instantly. I have a lot of gold, so I'm gonna spend my gold. And I will be buying Wit's End. And I want to clear top to bot. Why do you want to clear top to bot? The previous reason I mentioned, which is that you don't want to give him a cross map, because if he fights the Drake, he will die. I can promise you that. So he should try to trade. And I do not want to give him a trade. So instead of me taking my camps, as you can see, I'm very aware of what I want to play for. And making sure I don't give him a cross map. But even though I want to play for Drake, actually, I'll talk about it later. In this 100-200 LP range is not as important. I'll just focus mostly on like what you need to do in this LP range. So, of course, let the inters die as well. I'll just sit here in bush. Not sure if this guy's alone. He's actually alone. I am. So I'm gonna go for the Herald right now, and I'm gonna take it. So after taking the Herald, of course, I'll be down tempo once again, which means that I should ping my laners to play safe. If, like, really focusing on what you want to play for, and not giving enemy team a cross-map play for now in this elo. It's, like, not that complicated, right? But doing it consistently is not that easy. So I got my Wit's End, and I will buy Tabis, I think. And now I'm gonna look to play for... And this is the part where, like, a lot of master players will make mistakes, which is that they would not know what to do when tier 1s are down. This might sound crazy, but I know it's really crazy, but I've seen people int so much. The moment every tier 1 is down, this is probably the moment where people int the most. So what I mean is like the int the most. In this moment, laners, not laners, but players are not thinking about what they're actually playing for and how to play for it. Like, this is the moment where like the what, how, and when concepts like more crucial. Before it's like what and when, that's more the early game. But in mid game, it's more like the what and how. So I will elaborate on that. So I'll keep it simple. You have to think what you want to play for. Baron 230. So how do you play for the Baron, right? Like you have to set it up in a certain way that you have an edge. So how do you create that edge? No one is showing on top lane. Okay, this guy's inting, so of course you should always kill the inters. So I mean, people are probably gonna int left and right till we play for Baron, but so I might not be able to explain it. What I'm trying to explain is that you... What the fuck? Oh, this is just my... I was wondering why am I not dealing damage. So now I'm just gonna rush to the top side. Got him. Okay. I might not be able to explain it this game, but... Oh, hello. Another one. You know I'm kind of fat, right? But yeah, now I'm just gonna take this inhibitor and we should just look to end the game here. Am I doomed? I'm doomed. I'll just go Jaksho next, honestly. Okay, maybe if the game drags on, I can explain what you should be doing around this time, but I think this game, I might end the game, so I might not be able to do it. But a lot of the things explained is just like the 100, how to get to 200 LP master, the basics. Like this is me playing while speaking permanently, but I was just applying the 100, 200 LP strategies. Not too complicated, I think. Okay, right now I can actually probably explain the Baron concept, because this is, like I said, where people into most. I'll keep it very simple. You have to push one lane, rotate the other lane. That's all. Nothing else. So when people get back alive, let's do that. But now you have to apply, instead of what, when, the what, how, and when. So it might be a bit trickier if you're not too familiar with like how to ping pong. But if you know how to ping pong, it becomes a lot easier. But right now, for example, the rules to like wait till someone should stop. Once they should stop, then you fight. But the thing is that I'm like so far, like I'm like really strong, you know, so like I can kind of skip the steps. Okay, till next time, guys. Next time I can explain, but this game is just, I'm too inflated. I don't have to play macro. But those macro things can be useful, especially when the game's closer. GG. First win in the book.